Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to chapel. Miss Outlaw is out today, so I will introduce both our middle school and upper school acts for Got Talent. We will have our middle school act first. We will have Mary Madeline Sanders playing piano for us, so please give her a hand. We'll have freshman Andrew Lomberganoza singing some Alicia Keys for us.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within, and I've been there before, but that life's a bore, so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Some people search for a fountain. The promise is forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter. And what good would it be with no one to share, with no one who truly cares for me? Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, you. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Yeah. If I ain't got you with me, baby. Ooh, there's nothing in this whole wide world don't mean a thing if I ain't got you with me, baby.
Hi everyone, I'm Annabeth Kaufman and I'm one of the captains of the GPS Macaulay Blue Crew cheerleading squad. And this announcement is a reminder for middle school and upper school students. Cheerleading tryouts will be held March 14th and 21st for the 2021-2022 school year. For more information and to sign up in advance if you plan to try out, see the link in the parent-student update. Hope to see you all at tryouts.
Hi, I'm Olivia Scotchy, a junior PIC representative. The Chambliss Center holds a special place in my heart, and I would like to share with you about it. Is my presentation up there? Okay, I guess not. The Chambliss Center is a daycare and assists neglected children to help find a home. The mission is to preserve family unity and to prevent the dependency, neglect, abuse, and delinquency of children by responding to the community's child care needs. It is open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and 365 days a year. It provides care and early education for from children from the ages of 6 weeks to 12 years old. They primarily serve low-income, at-risk children who mostly live in single-parent homes. The daycare and education fee is dependent on a sliding scale, which considers the income of each household. The average cost for a week is $70. The center also serves children who have been neglected and helps put them into foster homes. The main goal is to return them to their biological family or to a loving adoptive home. I began my love for the Chambliss Center when I was assigned to volunteer there on Martin Luther King Day my freshman year. There are pictures up there, but there's pictures up there that was taken with them, and I enjoy my time greatly. Because of my experience, I decided to volunteer there during the summer of my sophomore year. I volunteered multiple weeks and played games with them, made crafts, ran around with them on the playgrounds, read stories, and even helped them learn. Unfortunately, this year, due to the pandemic, there were no opportunities to work with these children in the classrooms this summer. They are not sure when they will have volunteers back into the classrooms, but I'm super excited to share that they have volunteer opportunities around the campus that consist of different jobs such as cleaning or some outdoor work. The upcoming opportunities are on Saturday, March 13th, and you must be 16 in order to volunteer here. Be sure to bring the waiver when you arrive. I hope that a group of girls from GPS can support the center and all the good work that it provides for our community. Ms. Vitas will be sending a link soon. Thank you so much, and get excited for some hands-on and in-person activities.
Hey y'all, I'm Allie, and I'm one of your Girl Scout leaders. I'm here on behalf of Girl Scouts to remind y'all that tomorrow is our final cookie selling day. So please come by during lunch to the Rotunda, but I think we might be selling during some free periods. I know I'll be there during F. So we're sold out of Thin Mints, s'mores, and Samoas, but we still have a ton of Lemon Ups and Trefoils, Do-si-dos, and Tagalongs. So y'all can pay in cash, check, or you can charge to your GPS account. Thank y'all.
All right, girls, I have one additional announcement. We have heard from your student council reps that you are eager to get back outside to eat lunch again now that the sunshine is coming out. So we want to be able to make that happen. So we've talked to student council about that, and student council on your behalf has decided that 55 degrees and sunny is the magic temperature. So we will keep an eye on that just on a day-by-day basis. If it's 55 and the sun's out, we'll eat outside. So all of us will eat outside. And we will send out an email and put that on my GPS each morning, so just be keeping an eye on that. As you all enjoyed your Sunday yesterday, Miss Broughton and I spent our Sunday putting new dots out on the patio. So please use those when we eat outside to help just keep you safe and all of your friends safe. And just a friendly reminder, as always, please try to stay mindful of the 6 feet inside, keeping your mask on while you're inside, so we can keep everyone safe and you guys on campus. So with that, I would like to now invite to the stage Jonas and Corinna Olsen to introduce their sister and our chapel speaker, May Olsen.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Corinna Olsen. I'm May's older sister, and I have the pleasure of introducing her today. So May is, of course, the youngest in the family, and for that reason has been granted the nickname of the baby of the family. A frequent recipient of hand-me-downs, old toys, and advice, May has always followed in the footsteps of those who came before her. But that was before she came to GPS. Over the last 4 years, I've seen a real positive change in May's confidence, initiative, and self-direction. She's taken part in so many new clubs and activities and has really created her own unique story. May has become a pioneer in the family, the first varsity athlete, in fact, the first Olsen to ever row in a boat, the first to attend an all-girls school, and the only Olsen to graduate from high school in Chattanooga. She accomplished all of these things on her own with little guidance from us simply because we had never done it before. May, I'm so proud of the person you've become. GPS is incredibly lucky to have a student like you, and I love you just as much now as I loved you as the baby of the family. And now you hear from our brother Jonas.
How's it going, folks? Thank you all for coming out today. I'll take my mask off. I don't know if y'all had much of a choice in that decision, but thanks for coming anyways. My name is Jonas. I've known May for a while, being her older brother. There's a lot of unique challenges that I imagine come with being the youngest sibling. When you're young, when you're the youngest, you're living in the shadow of your older siblings a little bit, I think. You may feel like you have to follow up on whatever accomplishments your older siblings had. And with me and Corinna being so chock full of just incredible accomplishments, I know we didn't make it easy on you. And I'm so sorry for that. But when you're young, you also want to be your own person. You want to carve out your own path that's a little different than your older siblings. So, I can't speak on how accurate this analysis is on the experience of being the youngest sibling, but I can say this, that it has been an enormous pleasure watching May evolve from the cute, cabbage-headed little baby that she was for a good chunk of our childhoods into the cool, funny, goofy, intelligent, creative, open-minded, loving, cute, cabbage-headed little baby that she is today. Like Corinna said, the past few years have been very dynamic for all of us, but especially May. I think it's really cool hearing when May talks about her interests, her plans, her ambitions, both for the next few years and for the future beyond that. May has a genuine interest in doing good. I can't wait to see where she goes. I can't wait to hear her speak today. May, we love you so much. We've talked enough. It is our pleasure to introduce our sister and your chapel speaker, May Olsen.
Thank you, Jonas and Corinna, for introducing me. Also, thank you to all my guests who came in person or virtually to watch. Thank you to my mom and dad for supporting me through everything. Thank you to my friends. Special shout out to Catherine for turning 18 tomorrow. Each of you means so much to me. Thank you for being in my life. Shout out to my rat Morgan. I hope your years at GPS are as inspiring as mine are. Addie and I are so lucky to have you as our rat. I still remember the first time I saw GPS. It was an early summer morning while I was in the car with my dad driving across the Veterans Bridge when a tall brick building on the side of a hill caught my eye. The moss growing off the side of the rotunda shined against the sunrise, and my eyes followed down to the front driveway where there stood a podium that read Girls Preparatory School. I didn't grow up in Tennessee. I had only gone to public schools and had never lived in the South. I never heard of GPS until that day, August 8th, 2017, when my dad asked me how I would feel about going to an all-girls school in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I remember rolling my eyes in spite of my dad that morning. I thought, I'm not going to that school. I rolled the window down and stuck my hand out and let it get carried by the wind. I studied the sun rays on my fingers and felt the warmth of the Chattanooga sun on my skin for the first time. Yet, 7 days later, I was greeted by Morgan Brown in the admissions office. I still remember that first day of school, that first morning. I sat in the passenger seat in my dad's car at the front circle for almost 10 minutes before I got out. Twiddling my thumbs, I looked out at the Chattanooga sunrise once again and hoped this day would be over soon. I remember opening up the car door and reluctantly putting my feet down while I looked up at the front gate. I went down the upper school hallway to my first class and walked by the rotunda for the first time and looked out at the river. The sun had completely risen by now, but it was that same bright orange color that reflected across the water. I watched the pattern of waves flow and foam up onto the shore of the river. If I had to go back and do one thing, I would tell myself on that day that everything was going to be okay. 14-year-old May would have needed that. And sometimes I question how I got to GPS, why out of all the places in the world I live in Chattanooga. The obvious reason is that my dad got a job in late spring of my 8th grade year that made us move. And we were so late to applying for high schools that GPS was the only school still accepting new students. This is what I thought for a while, but I've realized lately that I think there must have been something bigger than that which brought me here. Because the truth is, I didn't want Chattanooga to happen. I was unhappy with myself, and I was shy, and I was reserved. But I can remember a moment earlier from this year, sitting on the porch with my friends at one of their houses. We were singing the lyrics to our favorite songs and laughing, doing what we did every weekend, but this time, I looked around at all of them and remember thinking, I love these people so much. As cliche as it sounds, I felt so connected to them in the world at that moment, and that's why I believe Chattanooga was something bigger than just another move for me. I remember in September of my freshman year, I was sitting in the library early in the morning before class and watching the sky change colors as the sun rose. I remember looking down at my laptop, seeing the house my parents had sent me, saying we were going to tour it that weekend. And that was the same one I left this morning. It's the same one my friends and I stayed up all night this winter, painting the walls of my bedroom in. The same one my mom and sister and I sing and dance to Avett Brothers songs in. I think these last 4 years taught me how to find beautiful things and how to appreciate them. And I get sad when I forget how beautiful the world is. It's really easy to get caught up in everything going on around you and to only focus on the bad side of things. This has been my biggest struggle as I come to terms about graduating high school. That we become integrated into the world once they call our names onto that stage. That after this year, we have to leave our childhoods behind to make decisions of our own. And maybe that's why I've been so nostalgic lately, and maybe some people in this room can relate, but there's nothing that scares me more than that. But then I remember, I'll always have that morning. The morning I looked over at my new school and my new life that was yet to come. I could have never imagined what this school and city would have meant to me 4 years ago. That small moment was so serene, and I obviously still think about it almost 4 years later. And that's comforting to me. While writing this talk, I found a diary entry from June 8th, 2017. It reads, "My dad got a new job in Tennessee. I have no idea what is going to happen or even what high school you'll end up at, but I hope where it is, you're happy and successful in everything. Remember, if you're ever sad, you always have yourself to talk to. Remember to trust yourself. Don't try to please those that don't accept you. Also, love. I wish I did that more." I was surprised when I found this because I think almost everything I wanted to be when I wrote this, I am now. And this is why I love sunrises. It symbolizes everything new. I and most of the people in this room will be starting a new chapter in our lives this fall. And new is really scary, but also beautiful, and that's why we need change. And this morning, I crossed the same Veterans Bridge and saw the same beautiful orange sunrise, except this time, I'm in my white GPS uniform, ready to walk onto the Frierson stage and give a chapel talk to my whole school. And as this year is coming to a close, I've really been trying to watch the sunrise every morning on my route to school because there's not many Chattanooga sunrises left for me. So I guess if you take away something from me talking for 7 minutes, it's to appreciate the smaller things and change because it's so beautiful. Thank you.
Did you stand there all alone? Oh, I cannot explain what's going down. I can see you standing next to me, in and out, somewhere else right now. You sigh, look away. I can see it clear as day. Close your eyes, so afraid. Hide behind that baby face. Do, 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 do. You can drive all night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain. You wanna find peace of mind, looking for the answers. Funny how it seems like yesterday, as I recall, you were looking out of place, gathered up your things and slipped away. No time at all, I followed you into the hall. Cigarette, daydream. You were only 17, so sweet with the mean streak. Nearly brought me to my knees. You can drive all night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain. You wanna find peace of mind, looking for the answers. If we can find a reason to change, looking for the answers. If you can find a reason to stay, standing in the pouring rain. You can drive all night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain. Wanna find peace of mind, looking